got it. Yeah, figured it out. I am not the most technical person. Oh, Pokey. Such a little bitch. So, I don't really know how this works. Am I supposed to read this to you guys, or can you guys read it yourself? Yeah, sure, you're cool, whatever. Oh yeah, duh. Hi. Thanks for coming. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so I'm glad it's actually happening. It's so funny how this game tells you what to do. Alright, we got it equipped. Now let's talk to Dad. Long time no see. Were we friends on YouTube? What was your username? Slam. About to smash the fuck out of this little snake. Yay, I'm back. Oh god, you guys can't hear my kid coughing. I always wonder if everybody does this or if it's just me, but I mash the fuck out of the buttons when I'm in the fight, and I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but it always seemed to make a difference for me. Like if I push left or right on the D-pad, I feel like the enemy misses me. So if you don't do that, you should try it. To bring this out. Oh, it's the same one from the video that I made. Oh, Starman. Yeah, get my fucking cookie back. Seriously, I'm gonna die. That ain't shit. That's not gonna help. I'm a man's man. Wake up, Piggy. Universal cosmic destroyer sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock, and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gygas's monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygas. 3 things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. Are you going to be a full-time streamer now? No. I have a full-time job. But it is really fun to stream. I had been streaming a couple games on PlayStation 4 for a little bit, and I felt like that was really fun, so I decided, why not try to set it up to where I can stream, and this way I can kind of put out some kind of content without having to put too much work into it, because it's really hard to produce videos, especially with the really high production value that YouTube has now. I just don't have those kind of skills. I never have. I probably never will. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I just told you? Yes, of course. Well, thank you, Buzz. Let's go. Looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. I may have to pause this in a minute so that I can go give my kid some cough medicine, because she is coughing up a storm suddenly. I love that sound. But no, I'm not going to be a full-time streamer. I don't even have any donations set up or anything like that. I don't even know how that works. It took me forever just to get this set up. Does anybody else like always follow the path? I always follow the path. I don't go off the path. Also, you know what I really like about EarthBound is that you can really play with just one hand. And yeah, this Super Nintendo controller. I bought this shit in Japan. Thank you, Buzz. Doing nothing. No damage to him. Dude, it is cold as hell. It's snowing here right now. Hello! You know what is so funny? When I was a kid, I used to think that this is my first RPG I ever played, by the way. I thought that when you leveled up, I thought it was like a birthday because this song sounded like a birthday song to me. That's so dumb, but that's what I really thought when I was, what, 8? First time I played this game. Well, thank you. Tulip is a great game. I really wish that I had made more videos because there were so many cool games that I wanted to talk about on my YouTube channel. Just funny games that I would always find at the stores that I worked at. Where in the Sam Hill have you boys been? Where in the Sam Hill? Did not lend my dad $100,000 or more. Anyway, I'm so glad that my video got you to buy that game because it's a really amazing game. Oh damn, it was stolen? That's awful. Okay, this is serious, guys. See you. I'm seriously gonna have to get a jacket or something because I'm way too cold. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near on it. It's called the Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Well, at least the Super Nintendo is a lot cheaper than buying EarthBound because the price of EarthBound has gone up like to an insanely high value now, so but you can get a cheap Super Nintendo. You can get them for like $50. Or you could get like an FC Twin. You can still play EarthBound on that. Hello, Mario's Coins. Yeah, I got a setup. Wow, I just scrolled through the same thing twice. Okay. I get it. No. I do have a Super Famicom. Actually, my kids do. I bought it for them for Christmas one year. Okay. I am going to be right back because I'm very cold. One second. There we go. Okay. Back to the game. I get my robe because it is cold. Super cold. I forgot that my heater, like, gets really, really low in the middle of the night because I'm really cheap on electricity. So I let it get really cold in here at nighttime. I kind of want to take this time to allow you guys to ask me any questions. Anything goes, really. Oh, it's sad. I had so much fun making YouTube videos. I really did enjoy it. But as I saw technology get better, and as I saw people producing these really high quality videos, I was just like, there's no way I can keep up with this. Oh, Fraser! I should tell him to come in here. He's a good friend of mine. I can't believe it. You know, it's so dumb because right as I left Japan, he moved to Japan. Oh, the weirdest game I've ever played? Probably LSD on the PlayStation 1. If you haven't ever played LSD or you haven't heard of it, you should check it out. In fact, if I can keep this going, maybe someday I'll play it. You know, we talked about doing like collabs a couple of times, but it never really panned out. It's kind of incredible, like a lot of the people that I used to hang out with online, that I used to associate with through YouTube, are all really big names now. And I'm just like stuck in 2008. Would you go back to Japan or visit or anything? You know, I get homesick for Japan all the time. I don't know if I would go back to visit. I would imagine that I will have to go back at some point just to like take my kids to go see their family out there. I love Japan. It's like an amazing place to be. Tokyo is like an incredible city, and I miss it all the time. It's so different from Oklahoma, which is where I live now. And I don't know. I do really love it there. Oh, you're gonna go? Like, in a day? Are you serious? You're really gonna go to Japan? Are you going to Tokyo? Okay, I'm gonna give you some advice right now on this live. What you really need to do is you need to go on the Japan Rail website, the English website for tourists, and you need to buy a rail pass. You cannot buy that once you get to Japan. You have to buy it before you get there. So buy that so that you don't have to pay for the train. Oh, okay, good. That's always my first thing of advice, because like I've seen so many foreigners pay for their individual train trips, and I'm just like, dude, you're overpaying hardcore. Well, just explore. You don't really need a plan. I'll tell you what, go to city-cost.com. That's actually my ex-husband's company. And on that website, they have all kinds of really great tips for tourists and expats. They have lots of articles and information about places that are really unique in Japan. He created it to help foreigners. So, and it's all in English. So check that out. Can't believe I'm advertising my ex-husband's company, but I am. It is useful. So there's that. Let's go get some money first. Tokyo is definitely an incredible city. Why are you not having to pay? How are you traveling for free? Please make more videos, even if it's not very often. Oh, nice. Very nice. See? That's what makes this game genius, okay? This lady, this is why it's like super important. This is why I tell new players of EarthBound to talk to everybody, because this lady in here tells you, don't you think you get more food value out of 14 bucks worth of burgers than 8 bucks worth of french fries? You'll feel better and more energetic if you eat better foods. You know, you'll recover more health if you eat more expensive food. It's true. I have the Goemon game on Nintendo 64. That's the only one I have, though. Oh, sweet. That's a really, really famous franchise. Goemon is. It's a very famous franchise. Do you like them? I guess you do, since you have those games, right? Alright, let's grind a little bit. Oh, sweet. From Mexico, huh? Where at in Mexico? Do you think they're gonna add Goemon? That would definitely be something. I guess they added what's his name from Fire Emblem. Monterey. Oh. You know what? I was working at a bank briefly. And one of the girls that I worked with at the bank is from there. No, I'm not gonna use that. Well, let's get this juice. Do 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 do. My name is Ness and I'm walking in the street. Please watch me beat the bad guys. Yeah, she was nice. She's a nice girl. The bank was a terrible place to work, but she was nice. Most of the time. Most of the time. I am playing on an emulator. But I own the game, so I just don't have a capture device. Otherwise, I'd play it on the actual system. And welcome. I'm glad you're here. I'm actually really new to streaming, so you'll have to excuse my lack of professionalism. It is. You're right, it is. Oh, yes. It's a good controller. It works well, it gets the job done. Take that. Take it. I have a lot of games. It's scary. And you know what? I don't even have as many as I used to have. And all the games that I collected in Japan, I left in Japan, and my ex-husband threw them all away. So that's kind of sad because I had some good ones. I play PlayStation 4 sometimes. I really like Dark Souls. It's probably my favorite new game. So I was playing Dark Souls 3 a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I like Bloodborne, but I like Dark Souls better. I noticed that there's like two types of people. There's people that like Dark Souls and there's people that like Bloodborne. Have you ever noticed that? Dynasty Warriors? I haven't played that in a long time. I have not played that since PlayStation 2. I haven't played Ni no Kuni. I wanted to play that, but I just never bought it. It looks awesome, though. I have actually played very few recent games. I do play a lot of classic games still, but honestly, I just don't have a ton of money to just spend on games anymore, so oh shoot, I need to eat. He's gonna hit me before I can consume this hamburger. Okay, good, thank God. Tom! Look! Look! I'm using it. Why is your ex-husband such a jerk? Oh, he's... well, that's why he's an ex-husband and not a husband. Oh, Mario, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but you know what? I'm sad that you don't have that nostalgia, because I do. I do. I live off of nostalgia. I get nostalgic about last week, dude. I don't know. I think something's wrong with me. I have like a nostalgia disease or something. Oh, no. I don't want to become a member. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes nostalgia gets me down pretty bad. Twit? You twit? Are you ready to get it on, Spanky? So your ex-husband was Yakuza. That's so... That's the story. That's what's around on the internet for sure. I mean... Yeah, he's Yakuza. I mean, I got kidnapped. And, I got stuck. Got stuck in Japan, trapped. And for real, I thought that people... I mean, I saw on the internet all these people are like, I'll save you, Samtron, I'll save you, Samtron. But nobody came to fucking save me. I had to escape on my own. I had to do some pretty unspeakable things. It was horrible just to get out of there. I'm not nostalgic about that. If I said it on here, I would have the FBI at my door. Oh. They'd send me back and put me in prison. On Friday? I might. I'm probably going to do one again tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do it as often as possible, and I probably will do it on Friday and Saturday. Because we're going to get through this whole damn game. That's what we're going to do. I always thought that that story was really funny about me getting kidnapped. Should we try to beat Frank right now? Yeah, I always thought that story was really funny. Look at Frank's cheekbones, dude. He's got like serious cheekbones. This may have been a bad idea. No, heal, heal, heal. Oh, thank God. Yes, my kids are here. They're sleeping right now. Oh yes, they have citizenship. They have dual citizenship. The best mom? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not a very good mom. I'm gonna eat a hamburger. Well, thank you. I was like 21 then. I'm 32 now. So that tells you how much time has passed. I work at a drugstore. I just got promoted to assistant manager, so yay me. What I really want to do is have my own game store. So that's like kind of a big reason why I started trying to stream, because I just feel like it'll help me in some way get to that goal. That's like the main objective, is to open my game store. And I have almost gotten there a couple of times, and I keep having investment deals fall through. So I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. No more investors. No more investors. I'm going to do it myself. I'm not going to beat this guy. You guys are right. I should have gotten my special first. This is not happening. My son wants to be on the live stream so bad. I told him what I was doing, and he loves EarthBound. This is not, I'm gonna die. This is it. Yeah. Bleh. Oh yes, game stores can be extremely profitable in this day and age. I have several friends that own them in different parts of the nation, and they're all doing really well. So I think that if run properly, yeah, it definitely can be very profitable and a great addition to any city. Considering, like, okay, a lot of us in this chat right now, we're all like in our 30s or around there. Just like I was talking about nostalgia. So nostalgia is huge for people our age, and people our age have a bit more free money lying around, you know, spending money. So we are able to have hobbies and collect things that remind us of the good old days. And so that's a big factor, I think. And honestly, the value of these used games, these classic games, goes up and up every day. And I do not see it dropping in any time soon. When I first started working at game stores and managing game stores, EarthBound was like a $45 game. Oh yes, I want everybody to shop with me. I want to have media set up like this where, you know, I'm doing live streams of the store, making videos about the store, playing different games that come through the store. This is like the first step. They are more difficult to obtain now, for sure. Lionel trains. That's hilarious. So true. Mm-hmm. Yep. I feel like it's the perfect time. And I've been trying to do this since I was in my 20s. I mean, like, I worked at game stores the entire time that I was of working age until I went to Japan. And I did that all with the intent of opening my own store at some other point. I think the emulators and ROMs open up the market to new people that wouldn't normally play retro games. I feel like a lot of people that buy retro games aren't really buying them always to play them, but more to collect them. It's kind of an addiction for some people. I live in Oklahoma, and there's not a really good store here like that right now. I would love to tell you guys all of my ideas for the store, but I don't want somebody who has the money to come along and steal my ideas. I'm like super paranoid about that. Play and Trade? The franchise? I think there's a lot of people that, like for me, I didn't own that many games when I was a kid. I rented games, and I also had Sega Channel, so I was actually a lot more into Sega than I was into Nintendo, which I think a lot of people might be surprised by because EarthBound's my favorite game. I wasn't that big into Nintendo. I was really into Sega because of Sega Channel. And because of that exposure as a kid, it drove me to want to get as many games as possible as an adult. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oops, I don't have enough money. I'm not even paying attention. But yeah, and like for me, I like to collect by developers or publishers. Like, I have a ton of Treasure games. Treasure is one of my favorite game publishers and developers. I used to collect a lot of Atlas games too, but I don't know. I kind of got out of their games because they just got really... I don't even know how to explain it. Oh, that sucks. You are the second person in this chat who has said that they got their games stolen. That's awful. Now that would be a good collection to have. All the Squaresoft games. You could get Einhander. Einhander is like one of the best Squaresoft games, in my opinion. Those are good rabbit holes to be down. I mean, yeah, like, those are expensive games. The Neo Geo games, for those that don't know, Neo Geo games usually run from anywhere between $50 and $500. So, and like, if you haven't seen the cartridges, they're like huge. They're huge. Donald Trump would love them because they're just huge. Yeah. Seriously? We had some, I'd actually bought a ton of Neo Geo games at the last store that I managed, which is called Vintage Stock. And it was hard to sell them. We ended up selling them online because there was nobody that wanted to buy them. The market may be different now. I mean, I would imagine it is because that was 10 years ago. I've seen the game market come up so much in the last decade. Oh, shoot. What do I do, guys? Alright, man, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Dude. Oh, I want to run away. Interesting. That's an interesting thought. This is my first dive into Twitch, so I have no idea how much Twitch has influenced the game market. I do know that there is a couple of different Twitch streamers who are streaming like full collections of games, which is awesome. I am like a fan of that. I like that a lot. But I was actually not really that much into watching other people play games, so... In fact, I was against doing this for a long time because I was like, who would want to watch me play a game? If this doesn't get me PSI rockin', then I don't know what will. that should have been enough experience. Oh shit. I could do a speed run of this game. Holy fuck, there's a ton of them. Okay. Let's think about this. No. Yeah, I can look in there, but I was just guessing. Yeah, I was a pioneer. I don't know about all that. I was just making stuff that you know what I used to do? Bye, Mario. You know what I used to do was when YouTube was first starting out, I would look up different games and see if I could find any videos about them. And if I didn't find a video about a game, then I would try to make a video about it. Oh, Chugga. Does he still do anything? Because I used to chat with him a lot, but he got kind of weird. Because I can't tell if he was like trying to troll me or what, but he was always trying to talk to me about this truthism.com. Go look it up, truthism.com. He kept sending me that. He is? That's hilarious. What is it, like his 50th playthrough now? That's funny. If you ever talk to him, ask him about truthism. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, truthism.com. Like, this is way before the days of, like, the flat earthers and stuff, but he... Yeah. Click that link. Give it a read. It's pretty funny, actually. I don't know if he just like thought it was funny or what, because after he sent it to me, I started sending it to other people too, because I thought it was a funny website. And like, this is like back in 2006 or something. This is a long time ago when he was sending me this stuff. Aw, Tom. I saw a lot of your videos before you probably ever saw mine. I was a YouTuber a long time ago. Long time ago. Coco Punk is seriously clumsy. I don't want to say friends with Rinri, because she kind of came on the scene after I had already left. She kind of picked up where I left off, and I really liked her videos because the stuff that she was making is the kind of stuff that I wanted to make. So I was like really glad to see somebody doing that kind of content, because she was doing exactly what I wanted to do. And I was glad to see that. What happened to her? Oh, same thing that happened to me. She had kids. The nice thing is that now my kids are old enough that I don't have to like constantly, I don't know, constantly pay attention to them. No, she doesn't have Japanese kids. She has Canadian kids. She's from Canada. Oh, Nintendo fangirl. I am friends with her. I'm friends with Sam. We're both Sam. She is my friend on Facebook. She talks to me every once in a while. Nope, she doesn't. You know what she's really into is Disney stuff. She loves Disney. I'm pretty sure she's gonna go to Disneyland again, or maybe Disney World. Anata no Nihonjin wa dou desu ka? What does that mean? No, Nintendo fangirl didn't become a mom. She's just I think she graduated from university, and she's got a pretty good job, and she just works a lot. I just mistyped. She actually sent me, Nintendo fangirl, Sam, she sent my kids some clothes from the United States when she was working at Kohl's. She used to work at Kohl's a long time ago, and she sent my kids some clothes when we were living in Japan. She's always had a boyfriend. She's had the same boyfriend for as long as I've known her. So you meant to say my Japan, how is my Japan? Oops, you already have too much stuff. Oh, how is my Japanese? Mama, 喋るけど、もうダメです。わかんないね。Go to any gaming conventions? Shit, I would love to. Now that my kids are older, I can go, and even better, my kids are actually really into classic games, and they're really into everything that I'm doing. My son brags about his awesome mom who's a YouTuber all the time. My kids are really into it. So I would bring them with me. Yeah, I would. I want them to be involved. Subarashi. Yeah, I do wanna go. If I got invited, I would totally go, but I don't really have the money to just go. Oh shit, why did I do this? I have no life. What the hell? Oklahoma City, yeah, there's conventions, but not anything special. I've worked at a couple of the conventions that they had here a long time ago. I mean, I would take them to that too, but I would rather go to the big conventions. A donation goal? I don't know how I feel about donations. Well, Chicago and Detroit are still pretty big cities. They're a lot bigger than Oklahoma City. The expos that we have here are pretty badly run. Very unprofessional. I know that they had a classic game expo last year and the weather got bad or something and they ended up not having it or only halfway having it. I don't know, kind of sucked. So I'm glad I did not pay for a booth or anything to go sell some games, because it seemed like it was a big bust for everybody that I knew that went. Yeah, they have PAX in Texas. Oops, why did I go back downstairs? Tourette's guy? Like that really old school YouTube video Tourette's guy that everybody said died? Well, I mean, that's probably what I would be doing, is selling games. And just show up with a bunch of rare-ass obscure games for different systems. Or trade. Is that an act? Tourette's guy, is that an act, or does... That's gotta be an act, right? Okay. So tell me, what is the check mark by your name? Because I see some people have different icons next to their name in the chat. I don't really know what the icons mean. Oh, sweet. I just have to stream 3 more times. I am a Twitch newbie. I just have to stream 3 more times and then I can be an affiliate. Because I already have enough followers. And I've already streamed for long enough. I just have to get enough days. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe someday I can be a partner. Okay, where am I going? Oh, yeah. The giant step. Do, 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 do. Bum, 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 bum. If we can get to Tucson tonight, we'll be good. Well, everybody start sending emails to Twitch. You know, I never saw not even $1 from my YouTube videos. Not even one. I never put ads on them. Nothing. Not that I would have got, I mean, I don't have enough views to get a whole lot of money, but yeah, I don't think so, because I'm totally inactive. But you know what? I'm gonna I'm recording this, so I'm gonna cut up some of the stream and put it on my YouTube and see if I can get more people to join. Because I have something like 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. At least a couple of them should come, right? Yeah. Like, I don't think I'm gonna put the full stream, because if you want to get all the juicy details, you gotta come to the stream. Oh yeah. Editors on Twitch, huh? How do I do that? Dude, I know. Did you guys know that when Mother 3 came out, I special ordered it from Play Asia for 1-day shipping. I got it on April 20th, on the day that it came out in the United States. And you know what I played it on? I played it on the Game Boy player, on the GameCube, and I played it with the hoary black Super Nintendo styled controller. And I played it in Japanese, and there was only a really loose guide for it at this point, because everybody was still just getting the game. So in the United States, so the guides that were out were very, very loose, and I couldn't read Japanese at the time, so I just ended up playing through it. But even playing through it without being able to read everything, it was still so amazing, and it felt so good to play it the way that I was playing it. Like, I felt like playing it on a Game Boy Advance just didn't do it enough justice. Like, playing it on the TV with a controller that's shaped like this, perfect. Yeah, I really did it up for sure. I'm gonna have to pull out all of my EarthBound stuff at some point. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow I'll get my whole box out and I'll get all my figures and all my keychains and my games and you know what? I had this Starman shirt that I won in the starman.net contest, and because I got second place behind Tom Bob Blender. Yeah, I had that shirt, and I lost it. I went to go meet this guy Jeff Benson to do an interview for EBUSA documentary, which hasn't come out yet. I don't know if it ever will, but I did an interview for that, and I wore that shirt during the interview, and I took it off because I just had like my other clothes underneath it, and I took it off because I don't wear it very often because I want to keep it nice, and I must have left it at the hotel or something, because once I got home, I didn't notice that it was gone right away, but then afterwards, a couple of days later, I noticed that it was gone, and I asked him, I was like, hey, have you seen my shirt? Because I think I left it. And he's like, no, I didn't see it. I know, it's so sad because those are like limited edition shirts, and I also have a Mother 3 shirt somewhere at my mom's house, but I'll have to go through all her clothes and see if she's got it somewhere, because I ordered that Mother 3 shirt special order too, right after Mother 3 came out from Shigesato Itoi's website. Yeah, I'm hardcore Earthbounder. For reals. I'm about to get this pendant or whatever. You know what, my kids think that this is so hilarious, this sign that says don't enter, and when you look at it, it says do not enter. They thought that was fucking hilarious. Boop, 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 boop. I know, right? My kids really like EarthBound, though. My son has played through it twice on his own. I should have deposited my money. Oh well. My son, he is 8. He will be 9 in January. Yeah, me too. I grew up with EarthBound too. This game is the best. How can you not beat it, dude? It's a really easy game. It's not that long either. Oh, I know. You need the strategy guide. You gotta use the strategy guide. Dang, I still don't have... Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, don't attack me. Dude, I thought they were gonna use hypnosis the whole time. I got killed by some freaking slugs. Tom, I've only beat Mother 3 once. So I'm thinking after this game, we're gonna play Mother 3. That's what I'm thinking. We could get real emotional and cry on camera. It's gonna be awesome. Doom, 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 doom. I cried several times while playing it. Oh, let's play it together. Play it at the same time that I play it. I always felt like Mother 3... No. Let me rephrase that. I always felt like the franchise, the Mother franchise, matured with its audience. Get out of the way. Like, my son wants to play Mother 3, and I told him that he can't play it yet. He has to wait until he's older. Because he wouldn't get a lot of the themes, and I wouldn't have gotten a lot of the themes either. Like, I feel like this game was... I mean, this game was great for adults, too. But, this game, for a kid to play this game, it's like... It did fit really well. And it has held up over time, but I feel like Mother 3 took all of those things and developed them into a more mature way. Got too many hamburgers. Your computer is back in Iowa. That sucks. It's like watching Married with Children. Dude, I haven't watched that show in a long time. It's a good show, though. What kind of TV do I like? I don't really watch that much TV, actually. I like, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Rick and Morty. Oh, why did I put it into auto? Yes, I have watched TNG so many times. I watch it over and over and over again. I don't know why. I actually watch a lot of YouTube. a lot more than, like, I don't have cable. Deep Space Nine? Yes. I do. I like Deep Space Nine. I like Voyager. I have not watched the new movies, though. I really like to watch, there's one channel called Retail Archaeology that I like. This is Dan Bell. I like to watch a lot of videos about, deteriorating cityscapes, I guess. Abandoned malls, abandoned houses, other abandoned businesses. I'm like super into urban exploration. Oh, hi. It's me, Samtron. So if you're into like urban exploration stuff, they're really good. And yeah, I know. I've watched a lot of stuff on Detroit, for sure. Detroit is totally trashed. There are like a lot of really good abandoned malls though out there. It's abandoned theme parks. Really abandoned anything. Especially abandoned mansions. I have not ever been to Detroit. But I have a friend that lives there, and she was married in Japan too. And she was a YouTuber too. And now she lives in Detroit. And she seems to be doing really well. I haven't ever seen her post anything bad about Detroit. Yep, really, it's true. I don't remember how to get out of here. I went to Crossroads almost at the very end, like one of the very last days that it was open. They had this arcade in Crossroads right before they closed that was so... I mean, like, from the outside looking in, it looked like it would be really awesome. But all of their systems, all of their arcade cabinets were just not functioning properly. There's no way that they were following the laws that go along with having arcade machines. Mm-hmm. She was not a YouTuber that did anything video game related. She had like just vlogs, and she plays guitar. Just a lot of videos of her like talking about her life in Japan. Oh my god, these slugs are eating me up. Oh shit. It's able to concentrate. Now we're gonna get messed up. Hard for Games guys, fellow Detroit Arcade Club members. Really nice guys. John and Tony are awesome. I have watched their channel before, but I do not watch it often. You know who I really like that puts out game content is LGR, Lazy Game Reviews. His videos are really good, especially if you were really interested in PC building in the late 90s, in the early 2000s. He's like, right now he's building his dream computer from, I don't know, like 2006 or something, with all these old parts. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's why I didn't ever put out any vlogs about living in Japan, and also because I was silent for so long that it was like really hard for me to just like come back and be like, hey guys, everything's fine, just, you know, being a housewife and it's all good, because the internet had already like come up with its own story about what had happened to me, and it's just kind of like every time that I tried to put out a video, it'd be like, Samtron looks so sad, she looks tired, she looks awful. Which I was tired, because having a baby is exhausting. I'm still tired. Oh, yes. Finally. Who are you talking about? Australian millionaire. I don't even know who that is. Well, it must be nice to be rich. I bet he overpays for a lot of his stuff. If I was selling to him, man, I would charge him out the ass. I'd be like, oh, Super Mario Brothers 3, yeah, it's $9,000. This is a special edition. I watch a lot of Larry Bundy Jr. and all the people that kind of associate with him. I don't know why, but the British game market is kind of interesting to me. Oh my god, you guys are pissing me off. Well, can't do that. Too many slugs. Uh-oh. That's kind of what I was trying to do, is inform people about stuff. I wasn't always necessarily trying to be entertaining. They were just kind of more like infotainment. I can't really say that I was always being myself. I was trying to be kind of formal and professional. You should check out LGR. He's cool. If you can. If you're really into the educational kind of stuff. It's not all games either. He does a lot of, I would say it's more tech than games, but it's like old tech. Oh, shoot. 10? I don't know about that. Okay. Gotta get ready. So that will give me 2 times that I can use PSI Rockin' on this guy. Yay, a cookie. It's great. All right. It's time. You finally got here. This is the first Your Sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me, if you dare. What the hell was that? Alright. Does he have a shield of some kind? Alright, first things first. Let's get rid of fucking Black Antoid. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Oh, fuck yes. God. He's got a shield of light. He's got a shield of light. It's getting stronger. Time to hit him harder. Oh, shit, 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 shit. No, 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 no. Dead. Dead. Mmm. It's getting too greedy. Okay, guys, give me 1 minute. Sorry, I don't have like an intermission thing, but I promise I'll get one of those soon. If anybody wants to help me make like graphics for this, send them my way. I can't pay you, but I would use them. One of my friends made this overlay for me because I looked at all the overlays that were available on like Streamlabs and stuff like that, and they just, I don't know, they're just goofy. Just goofy looking. I didn't like it. It reminded me of like trying to pick your own GeoCities layout. Yeah, she made it for me. She's one of my friends in Japan, and she hooked me up. And I can like customize it too. I just didn't do anything to it. Anyway, I will be back. Give me like 3 minutes. Oops, wrong button. Oops, wrong button. I'm back! Sorry, I had to go all the way out to my car to get water because freaking thirsty. That's good ass water. I came back from the Yakuza. They tried to take me out of here, but I fought them off with my machete. No, I went to my car because I left all my water bottles in my trunk, but they're nice and cold. No, it's okay. I work at a drugstore. We have lots of adult diapers, so I'm set on that. Okay, let's do this again. Oh shit, I didn't fucking heal my pee-pee. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, he's not... Maybe I'm just looking at things through rose-colored glasses now, but I don't think he's really that bad. I just think that neither of us were prepared for what we were getting into. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I was not prepared to be a housewife at all. Like, when I got out there, I didn't know how to clean properly. I didn't know how to cook at all. I mean, I couldn't do anything. And I remember him, like, saying to me, "Didn't your mom teach you how to cook?" And I was like, "No. Why? I never thought that I would have to cook for a whole family or for a guy or anything, because prior to that, I was preparing myself to enter the business world, not preparing myself to be a housewife. But it is what it is. Life happens. And I got a lot of really interesting experiences out of it. And I got 2 great kids. So, not too mad about it anymore. Well, yeah, childcare was one of the issues. Basically, I did work for a while in Japan. But really the only kind of jobs that I could get were as English teacher, and I did that for a little bit and it sucked. That was probably the worst job I've ever had. And when you're a mom, I remember them asking me in the interview, like, who's going to take care of your baby if they get sick? Or saying things like, you need to take care of your husband. And finally, I actually got fired from my job because I got pregnant with my daughter. And that's allowed out there. That's not illegal. They just told me not to come back after I found out that I was pregnant. And honestly, I wasn't mad about it because I really hated that job. So I was like, good, I don't want to go back anymore. I'm tired of this. Because it was stressful. And I brought my son with me to work. So he was actually attending the school that I was teaching at. And they took his tuition out of my pay. So I was getting paid a pretty low amount because his tuition was like $700 a month. And then trying to ride the rush hour train at night with my son in a stroller was fucking impossible. It was horrible. You can't sue. It's legal. They said it was something like a liability issue. Like if something happened to my pregnancy, that it could be their fault, and then they wouldn't want to be held liable for that. And so that's why they let me go. But I was not a good teacher anyway. Like I was teaching little kids, and turns out that I don't really like kids that much. I really don't. I like my kids, but I don't like all kids. Kids are mostly just little brats. Now, I don't want to make like broad generalizations about Japanese people, but it's extremely common and okay to lie in Japan. I mean, people will lie to your face. Because they don't like confrontation. So to save you from being embarrassed, or to save themselves from being embarrassed, or to save both of you from being in a really negative situation, they'll lie. Why you always lying? Oh, I see you, Will. Temporary sanity. That's my dude from work. We work together. Ain't nobody coming to save you, Black Antoid. I know, you bring the shade. Oh, I hate these guys. They take so much damage. I am too, but, well, I used to be. But I think that a lot of aspects of my personality changed a lot after being in Japan for so long. So, and that issue has caused me some problems coming back to the United States, because I picked up a lot of habits and a lot of, I just don't follow the same social cues anymore. And it's taken me a while to get back into the Western mindset, I guess. Because I have a best friend in Japan. She's from Canada, but outside of her, was mostly around Japanese people all the time, or I was alone. So I really had to adapt my personality to be able to survive out there. So I'm definitely not even close to as confrontational as I used to be. Oh no, they don't accept tips. That's not a thing. You never tip at in Japan. Yeah, it's just the price of the food is sometimes higher. But like, you can get really cheap food out there too. I guess it's like would you tip the guy at McDonald's? No. Even if they brought your food out to you. Because sometimes they do. Sometimes if you go to eat at McDonald's, they'll bring their food out to you. They'll give you one of those little number cards. But you don't tip them. I guess it's kind of like that. Trying to decide what I want to do. I should have got more hamburgers. Here's a cool trick. See, they're gone. Okay. All right. Let's get serious. Damn. Fucking killed me again. I think I need to get like one more level before I do this. I mean, I've been here 2 years already. It's hard to believe I've been back for 2 years. I'm still like trying to figure out how to survive out here. How long was I in Japan? Almost 8 years. My son is kind of going through a thing right now where he keeps asking me why we had to come here. Why did we have to move to America? Why couldn't we stay in Japan? He was young when we left. He was 6. But when we first came to the United States, because of the way that I had raised them in Japan, it was like coming out here was like nothing to them. They were already well adapted to American life because I raised them in a really American way while we were out there. Because I didn't think that we were going to come back. When we first came here, I thought that my kids' English was like so amazing. I thought like they were totally fluent and everything. And then we got out here and it was like, oh wow, my kids have a seriously thick accent. And they didn't know a lot of the local slang or anything, but now they do. Now they're fine. But you know what? They're both in ESL, which surprised me and offended me a little bit because I taught them English. So if they didn't speak English well enough that they needed to be in ESL, then that's my fault. I still don't really think they need to be in ESL, but I'm okay with it because they seem to like it, and any extra help is good. There were times when I thought I was too. I thought I was going to die there. And I don't mean that like in a long-term way. I thought for sure that something would kill me out there. Well, that's nobody's fault. That's not Japan's fault. I think that I fell into like a pretty serious depression while I was out there, and that's not the fault of Japan, and that's not the fault of my ex-husband. It's not like the situation that I was in, you know, with being a mom and stuff. It wasn't anything like that. It was just neglecting mental health for a long time, and isolation was a big thing because I couldn't adapt for a long time. I could not adapt, and I would completely isolate myself and just stay in the house all the time and not ever want to go out except to go to the grocery store, because I always consider myself to be like a pretty smart person. But when you go to a place like that, you get to feel really stupid all the time. And people talk to you like you're an idiot. And you are. You're an idiot. Because you can't even do like the most simple things. And I had a lot of different like really bad experiences, like from the get-go. From the get-go, I had bad experiences. I was accused of stealing my first week in Japan. I went to Uniqlo in Kamata. It's in Tokyo. I was at Uniqlo in Kamata, and I picked up a couple of shirts, and I went to try them on, and then I decided that I didn't want to get them after looking around a little bit more, because I didn't really have that much money anyway, so I put them back. And then I left the store, and I left the mall that I was in, which is called Grand Duo. And I was walking down the street, walking to my ex-husband's grandma's house. And these two security guards grabbed me from behind and pulled me back. And I like flipped around, and I was like, what the hell? And they were like grabbing my bag and putting their hand in my bag and like reaching around, searching, and they kept like telling me, like, I mean, I couldn't understand Japanese at the time, so I don't know what exactly they were saying, but I do remember them saying like t-shirts, and I was like, t-shirt? And they were looking for the shirts that they thought that I had stolen, which of course I didn't steal anything. They ripped my jacket off, and this is all out on the street, so all these people are like looking at these two security guards yelling at this foreigner girl and accusing her of stealing. I mean, it was this huge scene. It was totally humiliating. I cried for a little bit after that because I had never experienced anything like that before. And what ended up happening was that I had told my ex-husband about that, and the first thing he said was like, well, what clothes were you wearing? Because he thought maybe I was wearing something that made me look like a delinquent or something, but I wasn't. I was just coming out of Japanese language school. So he ended up calling the mall and talking to the mall manager, and he demanded that the mall manager and the manager of Uniqlo and the manager of the security company all meet us to apologize. And he made them like do a really serious Japanese like bow down apology, like on the floor. And what they ended up telling him was that they did stop me because I was a foreigner, and that they had had problems with foreigners stealing. So it was outright, discrimination. And they gave me $100. Yeah, well, that's his logic. But he did end up helping me in the end. Because if it wasn't for him, I would never have gotten that extremely awkward apology. Like, that doesn't really have the same meaning for me as it would for a Japanese person. Like, having these, like, Japanese men bowing down on the floor, saying, like, I'm sorry to me, and then giving me money. It doesn't have the same meaning for me. It was just really awkward and bizarre. Awkward and bizarre. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone because I'd never seen anything like that. Oh yeah, so that's one of the things about Japan is that, like, if you do something wrong to somebody else, like say I'm riding my bike and you step out in front of my bike and I hit you, then you're gonna demand that I give you money to pay you off. That's like totally common. And that happens like in car wrecks. You crash your car. If it was your fault, then you pay money to that person plus your insurance. Oh, really? I don't know anything about China, so... Must just be like an Asia thing or something. I don't know, but that's why they gave me the money, was to say sorry. And then, after that happened, the 2 security guards that pretty much attacked me on the street also met with me at a different time, at a different location, to apologize. I really don't want to fuck with these guys. I know, that's why I didn't really have that many close Japanese friends. I did have one. But her husband was from Estonia. And she had lived in Estonia for a long time. And her daughter was best friends with my daughter when they went to Yochien, which is Japanese kindergarten. So they were both like half Japanese girls. And that mom, she was a good friend of mine because she could really understand how I felt as a foreigner because she had been in that same situation. So I feel like if you're a Japanese person that's lived overseas for a long time and had to adapt to a different place in a different society, then I guess the same is for Americans too. I feel like I get along better with Americans that have lived overseas than Americans who have just always stayed in the same place. I do not want to mess with these black antoids. Oh yeah, for sure. I have a couple of Japanese friends out here in Oklahoma that are pretty cool people. Oh yes, magical butterfly, come here. I need to be relaxed. Yeah, of course. Education here is horrible. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good situation at all. I'd homeschool, but I'm just not that committed. And there's no way that I could trust my son to actually do his schoolwork. He'd just fuck around and play. No, not magnet. Oh, you bitch. Well, I'm just gonna use this shit now. Oh yeah. Did it. Finally. Took it 3 times. God. Must be because I'm playing on an emulator. So I usually don't have that much I just live with me and my kid. Okay. Okay. Let's all... A moment of silence. Yay! Ness caught a glimpse of a small, cute puppy. Ness's soundstone recorded the melody of the giant step. Did it! So my family lives on the other side of the city. I just live with my kids, just me and my kids, and I don't know. My mom and my sister both live here in Oklahoma City, and my mom does help me from time to time with my kids, but for the most part, my kids, the hours that I work are either from 6 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till 10:30 at night. So on the days that I have to work until 10:30, I don't see my kids except for right before school, and they will stay at daycare until about 11 o'clock when I get there to pick them up. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. That's why I gotta get this game store open. I honestly don't have a lot of family. So, like my family's Greek, so I have a yaya and a papu who live in Denver, and I considered living in Denver, but once I realized how expensive it was, and also my grandparents are a little bit controlling, so my grandpa was demanding that I become a secretary, and I was just like, no, I'll just go back to Oklahoma. It's like, no, not doing that. You know how grandparents can be. They have good schools, but they have expensive houses. It's super expensive to live there. Like, my rent here is cheap. Ooh, that's bad. My dad voted for Trump. I don't talk to my dad anymore. I haven't talked to him since 2012. My grandparents, no, they didn't vote for Trump. My grandparents are immigrants, so there's no way. Yeah, I just didn't want to mess with my dad anymore. Got tired of it. Kanye? I don't know about Yeezy. Hey you, the board says do not enter. Couldn't you read it? No, I read don't enter. It says don't enter. I know, man. Eminem, he had the balls to diss Trump. Takes a lot of guts. Dissing Trump like that. How am I gonna raise money for the store? Well, there are a couple of ways. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start streaming, but also, there's this other, I'm sorry, there's this other thing called equity crowdfunding, where people can invest as little as $100 and see a return on that $100 over time. So this is like a new popular way to crowdfund. And so I was thinking about doing that. I can't get a loan. Loan's not gonna happen. Because when you're starting up from zero, banks do not lend money to you anymore. Well, I mean, that's why I'm trying to become more active again. For one thing, I miss it. I've always missed it. But also, because I just feel like this would help. Making online content has never been bad for me. Even with like 4chan and stuff, like all that stuff has never given me a bad experience. So I just want to get the word out about it. Get back to doing stuff. Oh, Paula's talking to me. I've seen people from 4chan be a lot worse to other people than they were to me. So I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, every once in a while they would make fun of my teeth or something. I know, I got big ass teeth. I was born that way. And I know I don't have a super high-pitched voice. Like, I just, like, don't talk like this. I mean, I'll tell you what. I have a different voice in Japanese. I do not speak Japanese in the same voice that I speak English. My tone changes completely. Okay. I don't know if it's Venus Angelic cute. It's just normal to speak with a higher pitched voice in Japanese for some reason. Alright, guys. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Look, he's watching. Show me what you got. Yeah! Hey, small fry, you must be shaking in your boots. Fuck the police. Your average policeman is stronger than any superhero. What are you gonna do, shoot me? Oh no, because I'm white. Man, why do the cops all have hamburgers? Hamburger sounds good right now. Don't let the mayor's compliments give you a big head. Bring it on, fat boy. I know, right? It has. It's already freaking 1:15. I'm about to turn off. As soon as I get to Tucson. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Ah, 勉強する方がいいよ。宿題。Yeah, I'm open to requests. I want to get all the way through EarthBound though. Is that bad? Oh shit. No, 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 no. Are you still playing Ark? Ah! That's it. Take this, bitch. He's just guarding. I know that. Don't ask me why, just do it. That's an order. Strong out. PvP? PvP what? I have Ark, but I don't play it. That game's hard. I can't even read the text that's on the screen. I have it for PlayStation 4, and the text is so small that I don't even know what I'm doing. You want to do IRL PvP? I can't PvP with an NPC. Just kidding. What do I get rid of? I guess I can only choose hamburger. Oh yeah, I have Monster Hunter too. I don't know. I just can't get that into newer games, really. Unless it's Dark Souls. Snuck right past these. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh god. Good, they went away. We made it! We made it to Tucson. Can I pull myself away from this? We're getting into the good. Ah, I got hit by a car. We are in Tucson. We're gonna save Paula. Alright, now we're going to get a bike, but first let's take a picture. Oh man. Where would I be without whitening strips? Puncture. Oh, I don't have enough room for a bicycle. Woohoo! Tech Raptor. If I ever become a rapper, that's gonna be my name. Tech Raptor. Young Tech Raptor. Oops. That didn't last very long, did it? Get out of the way! Take that! Do. I love Ness's face when he's on the bike. It's so cute. These girls love Orange Kid. He's looking for Paula. This song really captures the mood of like, where's Paula? Oh my god, we miss her. Where is she? This is awful. Paula is like a mother to me. You may not be able to comprehend my emotions. I might have a baby face, but I possess the mind of an adult. I beg your pardon. I love that. Paula isn't here. She suddenly left, and I don't know where she went. Yeah, I don't want that right now. Let me go get your money, Apple Kid, and then we're gonna save. I'm nuts about this one kid inventor. No, not that airhead dweeby Apple Kid. I'm talking about the incredibly hot orange kid. That stupid slob, the Apple Kid, always asks me for something to eat. He's the inventor. He should, like, invent some food for himself. Oh shit, it's one of those blue-faced guys. I don't like them. You're standing right in front of the phone, my dude. She just says, come again. Alright, let's go give Apple Kid his money. And then I'm gonna sign off and go to bed. It took me long enough to get this whole thing set up again. So dumb. True that. I will stream again tomorrow night at the same time. Actually, I might stream tomorrow morning. But at least 100% for sure tomorrow night. Same time. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I really appreciate everybody who came today and hung out with me. It was like super fun. And I hope I will see you guys again in the future. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Bye. Good night. Bye-bye.